All right. Well, I want to welcome everybody today to today's live stream, and I hope everybody's doing well today. And we're just glad to be here. I'm glad to be back with you guys. And today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of pianos. It seems like I've been doing lots of pianos lately, and I've really been enjoying it because every piano has its own special special things about it, and it's also given me a great opportunity to just to discover some new companies, new developers, and it's just been so wonderful to just find all of these great developers out there. And today we're going to be taking a look at Fluffy Audio's couple of pianos from Fluffy Audio. And we're all going through this crazy crisis with the virus and all of these things, and so it's caused us to have to be at home, and we've got all kinds of things that we've never had to deal with before. And so what Fluffy Audio is doing with their it's called My Piano, and this is a really cool upright piano, and we're going to just take a quick look at this. But before I get any further, it's like I want to show you, well, I just want to tell you about it because right now they're running a special. It's $10 for My Piano, and what they're doing is they're donating all of the proceeds from the sales of My Piano to the hospitals and medical staff in the Lombardy region of Italy, which I think is just fabulous. And so the links are in the description where you can go find some more information about My Piano and Fluffy Audio. And $10 is for a great piano library is a steal. And then when you can support the efforts of these superheroes, they are real life superheroes that are helping people, the sick and those that are challenged and going through this time. So just check the link down in the description, and if it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and click on notifications, and because I just enjoy bringing these things to you, and it's a lot of fun for me to put these together. It just challenges me, and it causes me to be able to just have a lot of fun and to share it with you. So let's just take a look. Let's just dive right in. So right here, we're just taking a look at it, and this is the KONTAKT Full. So I'm running KONTAKT 6 Full, and you load this by going to your browser. So you go to the browser, and I have it installed on one of my NVMe drives. And so you just go browse the folder where you've downloaded the samples, and you load the NKI, and it'll load it right here in this preset. And I'm going to go ahead and close the browser, and we're just going to take a look. And the thing about it is, it sounds like a bigger piano than what you would expect. You hear that? You hear how just big. It doesn't sound like an upright, it sounds bigger. And listen to that. You just got some nice. Yeah. Now down there you can kind of tell, but it gives you a nice difference. And let's just look at some of the functions here. It's got an equalizer, 3-band equalizer. It's got a compressor. You have a little reverb, and I know you can get real. Pianos are just like crazy. They're just like you can't eat just one. You've got to have. Yeah, you can't have enough pianos, I tell you. But so the convolution reverb is you have a size for the amount, and I'll just kind of dial this up so we can kind of hear, and you can adjust the size. And while we're live, super chats are really good to help us, to help support our channel. But see, let me just see. So you can hear and I'm going to turn the reverb off, and so you hear it completely turn it back on. Yeah, so it's got a nice, and then we've got adjustments for the mic positions. So we can take these and pull them way back. Yeah, so you hear it gives you an ambient type of. Just like a piano playing way off in the distance, and you have a stereo width control. So you can go all the way center, or you can just spread it out, and yeah, you hear that image just kind of widen. Uh-oh, that's a sneak preview. Yeah, that's a sneak preview, so. Yeah, isn't that nice? I mean, let me turn up the reverb a little bit more and just kind of put this out there. And it's not like a big hall, but it's more like a room reverb. That's what it sounds like to me. And you have a couple of different presets that you can go through. Let's kind of go through some of those. Oh, okay, so it's got a banjo. That's kind of fun. Okay, so let's just go through a couple of these. Okay, so these are kind of effects patches that they've used. That's really nice. I mean, coming from a piano. Yeah. So you can layer that with another piano sound, and that would be really cool. Okay, so this is an ambient position. So let's take a listen to that. Yeah. It's an ambient position and cinematic. Now let's take a listen to this. Yeah, that resonance pad is pretty cool. Okay, so while we're here, and you mentioned the pad, I'm gonna try something here. So let's go back to the browser, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull up another instance of my piano, and close the browser. I'm gonna put it on MIDI channel 1. So we've got 2 here, and let's go ahead and pull up the resonance pad here. Okay, now I'm going to turn this down. Okay. Now listen. Yeah, so you can hear the pad. So you get more into some sound design types of things. Yeah, that's really cool. That's cool. I mean, for $10 to help support something, you know, you get a really cool piano, and you know that you're going to help. You're helping someone. And I think as of today, this is April the 6th. 6th today, and I think on their website they said that they have donated around 10,000 euros to support the hospital and medical staff there. So just congratulations, and thanks to all of you guys out there for supporting that effort. So yeah, I know that the Yamaha is really amazing, the CFX that we did the other day. But like we said earlier, you can't have too many pianos. So that's the my piano, and so let's go ahead and go on to let's go ahead and just dive into their scoring pianos, and we won't save the changes. Let's go back to the browser, and let's see what we've got here. Okay, let's find it here. Okay, yeah. So I've kind of, let's see, I thought I had a preset saved, but let's just find it here. Okay, there we go. So let's just load that up. And the thing I liked about scoring piano when I first pulled it up was that, like you said earlier, we've been looking at a lot of Yamahas recently. And the scoring piano is based on a Steinway B, so it's going to have a different sound to it, and that's what kind of struck me at first. It was like hearing all of the Yamahas, and then all of a sudden you come and you flip it, and you're listening to this beautiful Steinway B, and we're still kind of, there we go. We're loading here, and one of the things, so this is the scoring piano, and I'm trying to catch some of the comments too, so that's why I'm kind of leaning in a little bit. But this is the scoring piano, and once again, it's just a very simple interface. So you have you have the EQ, you have three bands of EQ, bass, mid, and high, and then you can enable and disable that. You can also control the dynamic range that it would respond to the to the dynamics of your playing. So you can have it where it's all one velocity level, or you can go to normal playing where you get the full range of playing. So when you're playing soft, it's soft, and it goes all the way up to your very high velocity playing there. And so you have a reverb, you have large halls, you have some different reverbs that you can select. And so that let's see, let's go back to the large hall. And I find myself going to either like some large halls, or even the plates. Some large plates give it kind of a nice sizzle, the sound. Now let's go to the behavior. Now the behavior is really interesting. One of the things that stood out to me was this right here, the self-masking. I noticed that when I go and play some pianos, and you get the polyphony real high, you notice that the maximum notes, their default set at 2046 notes. But sometimes I'm playing like some, and I see those notes build up, and I start hearing things cut off. What the masking does, the self-masking, okay, so here we go. I'll see. Yeah, so can you hear? Just a different timbre with the Steinway. here we go again. I mean, I don't know where this is. Yeah. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. Yeah, I like that. But you hear how nice that is, and you can see my velocity curve here. Is that with this this SL880? It's a Fatar SL880, and I've had this thing for forever, and so I'd like to kind of scoop out that little you know, this little dip here, and so you have controls over, you know, over how to scale this and to get it right there where you need it in that sweet spot. And then you have attack and release. Now watch what happens. It adjusts the attack and release of the samples and things. So I'll turn the release. Yeah, you hear it? So it controls the sample start and stop times. And so let's go ahead and turn that release back up. I like to hear the piano breathe after you hit a note. So this is not what I want. I don't want that. I want it to sing out. I want it to ring out. And so when you have the release turned up, that allows that note, and so you once again you've got to just balance that out. So I just kind of have it like maybe at 2 o'clock and maybe at 1:30. So let's see where we had it here. Yeah, you hear just that attack, and you hear that ambience, that air to just take. You know what? You're right. So I'm going up the keyboard. Okay, that is hilarious. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I'm doing a different setup, and so I didn't even think about that. So let's do this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So thank you. That's less scary. Yeah, so it's like, no, we're not in the, that's hilarious. Okay, so this probably makes a lot more sense. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's one of the fun things about doing these, you know. Yeah. So thanks, man. Thanks for helping me with that. So let's get back to the self-masking. Oh man. Okay. So you have you know, the tolerance, you can have a very small amount of self-masking, or you can expand that to large. And I just have large because if you watch the voice counter here, now just take a look at this this number here. You just notice that that starts building up. So it just allows you to just to make more sense. So if it senses notes are being doubled, or it prioritizes what's being played, so it just helps things to run a lot smoother. All right, man. Yeah. You know, guys, thank you, because you know, we're in this together. So thanks for the help with that. That's kind of funny. Okay, so we have the resonance section. You can adjust the resonance. I'm going to turn this up so you can hear. And that's like just the piano notes, just resonating in the soundboard and how they're affecting one another. And the same goes with the sympathetic resonance. And I'm going to bounce this back down a little bit. Yeah, so you can hear it when I. Yeah, so you can hear the difference. And sympathetic resonance will ring out the notes that you're holding down. So, yeah. So it will excite the strings that are being played. So it just gives you that, you know, it's a lot of things. A lot of things you don't realize that you're hearing when you need to hear them. It's like your brain kind of forgets about it, or you don't hear it. But if it wasn't there, it changes the whole thing of it. It changes the whole part of the song, of the sound. It's just like with like digital audio. You know, sometimes you have it at a higher sampling rate or something, and you have a lower sampling rate. You may not notice the frequencies at the higher sampling rates, but if it was lower, it changes the whole attitude of the sound. So resonance makes a big difference. Yeah, but I just kind of fell in love with this scoring piano just because of the just the warmth of the sound. And the last tab we have is the noise tab, and I'm just going to crank these up. You can hear the pedal up and pedal down noises, and that's just little mechanical noises, and sometimes they can be too much, so you can dial them down. And this is one of those funny things that I've seen in some other libraries, occasional noises. So like you know, on the bench, you know, creaking and little physical noises, breathing, even, you know, just different things. So I've got that kind of turned way down. So okay, so we'll just turn this up a little bit more. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go through some more of these presets. Yeah. See, I can just play it really soft. And you get the full range of dynamics here. Let's put a little more hall in there. And you just hear that dynamic. And you can hear why I've just kind of, it's not bombastic. It's very, very clean, very nice, very warm. Yeah. Let's pull up another patch here. Okay, now this is their default. And that's their default, and so let's go to another one and check it out. Okay, now this is just the pedal resonances. So it's like a pad. Okay, so when you hit the, okay. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm hitting the note and then I hit the pedal. Yeah. So that kind of acts like a pad. That is pretty cool. Okay, vintage. And one thing I forgot to mention is that there are actually like four different mixes that you can use. You can adjust. They have a preset mix here, but then you can adjust the close mic, the mid mic, and the far mic. So I'm just going to go and turn these down, and we can listen to these separately. So I'm just going to pull up the close mic. Yeah, so that's the close mic, and usually the close mic's right there near the hammers, near the... Yeah. And so the mid mic, let's just pull that up by itself. Yeah, and see, that sounds a little softer to me. And so the close mic will give you that almost brash attack part. And then the far mic, it's like way back in the room a little bit. Let's listen to that. Yeah, and you can hear the sound kind of traveling out to that mic. And then their mix, they have just provided their own custom mic position. Yeah. Yeah, just that response is really what makes it special. And then you can add extra, you know, of any of the individual mics that you want, too. So, okay, let's listen to another. Okay, though, this is their cinematic patch, and so again, you notice that they have the mix position mic, their mix turned up, and then they have a little bit of the far mic added in just for that little extra. Yeah, so this has got a cathedral. Just a little softer. And so that, yeah, so the attack portion is kind of dialed in. Yeah, so it gives it a little softer. That's really pretty. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is daily. So this is like your. let's go and put this in a large hall. Yeah, so it gives you that. Yeah. So you can get a little. So it's got a little bite to it every once in a while. Yeah. Really nice, really nice. Okay, now this is a distant piano. Yeah. Very nice, yeah. Well, Bob, you know, I have had the blessing of being married for almost 34 years this year. I met my beautiful wife in 1986. I met her on a Sunday afternoon, and listen, I asked her to marry me 8 days later on a Monday, the next Monday, and we've been blessed. I mean, it was just like there was just something, you know, I know that, you know, I have a very strong faith, and I know that God has directed my steps, and He directed my steps right to this, my beautiful wife, which I just so love and appreciate. So she's like the one, you know. I can play all kinds of pianos, but man, I only have one of Deborah, and man, she is the love of my life, and I just am so grateful to have had the opportunity of spending, you know, 34 years together, and just such a blessing. Okay, so this is called Forest. Yeah. Yeah, I look at presets and stuff, and see, I hear the name, hear the Forest description, and so I'm instantly taken back to Warner Brothers and, you know, the silly symphonies. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. And let's just keep looking at some things here. Impressionism. this is a little. Just a totally different character. Really cool. Okay. Yeah, and so we're back to the preset that I made. Just kind of adjusting some of the behavior, the resonances, and the noises here. So, wow. So, I've just enjoyed our time together today. It's just so beautiful and so much fun. And once again, I just go ahead and subscribe and notify and all of that good stuff. And it's been a real joy. It's just been a real joy. And once we got everything kind of flipped in the right direction, I mean, things are great. I love discovering new things, and I love sharing those discoveries with you. It's just great. Yeah, see. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Let's see. Let's put it in a cathedral. Yeah. It just, when I first started playing this piano, I could hear the love and the emotion and the care. That's what when I'm playing these libraries, I'm not just listening to notes being played back by a keyboardist. I'm hearing, these are the results, and I know I say this a lot, but these are the results of just dedication and love for music and love for art, and to communicate those feelings and emotions with us. And we are able to sit here like this today and experience all of that work, all of that hard work and dedication. And and I will say it over and over again, how grateful and thankful I am that I appreciate the work that they've put in, and we get to enjoy the fruit of their labors. And it's just such a blessing, man. Just such a blessing. And one of the things, when I first got this piano, and I'm thankful, Fluffy Audio allowed me to have a copy to review and to experiment with and to share with you. When I first sat down, and how I do, I just kind of improvise and kind of have fun. And what happened was I landed on an improvisation, and I actually recorded. A lot of times I just don't record any of these things in MIDI, and I thought, well, I would like to just capture something. And so what I did, I captured this this next improvisation I'm going to share with you, and it's called Sunrise. I called it Sunrise because I think we tend to see a lot of darkness around us, and we tend to see a lot of people going through a lot of challenges, and we sometimes don't know what's coming down the pike next. We don't know what to expect. But in times when we don't know what to expect, the sun always manages to come up the next day. And so the darkness sometimes is here for a while, but after a while it's got to give up. It's just got to give up to the sunrise, because the sun will rise again. And I know all of us. I was doing some music yesterday, and I was talking to my friends and family, and I just said, every one of us is going through something, and so if we have music, if we have faith, if we have something, if we have each other, I've learned more than anything. A memory popped up on one of my Facebook posts. It says, the longer I live, the more grateful that I am that we need each other. We need each other, and now more than ever. And so I was just messing around with improvisation, and I'm going to share that with you, and I'll say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. But man, thank you so much for all the love and support, and it just means a lot to me, and it just fuels the fire in me to keep doing more and to share more with you. And if you've got any questions, or if there's anything that you'd like to see, let me know, and let me know down in the comments. And it's so great to be with you again. And this is the world premiere of Sunrise, and I called it Sunrise, and this goes out to really the people of Italy and all over the world, that sunrise is coming. So just hang on, because it's coming. So thanks again for watching. This is Simeon, and so appreciate it. And now let's watch Sunrise.